I stopped drinking, I went to the gym, I met my wife, and then business happened, you know?
I'm now in Dumbo, Brooklyn. It's super up and coming here in New York City, obviously. I'm gonna meet with my guy, Michael Chernow. He started Meatball Shop and Seamore's. This is Seamore's here in Dumbo. We're gonna catch up. What's up, man? How are you? Good to see you. You too. What's going on? I'm doing good. So I live in Chelsea, and the Seamore's is like a couple blocks away from where I live over there.
You go?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, it's great. No, it's awesome. You guys kill it, man. It's great. And of course, we got Meatball Shops too. We do that as well. Meatball Shop blew up.
Yeah.
You got 6 locations here now?
Yeah, there's 6 here and 1 in DC.
1 in DC. So you're, like you say, you're on the other side of the tracks in food. How did Meatball Shop come about?
When I was 20, I got hired in this great Italian restaurant in the East Village. It's an iconic restaurant. It's called Frank Restaurant. That restaurant has a dish called the rigatoni ragu. And so I would order the rigatoni ragu sans the rigatoni. So I would take the pasta out, have a bowl of meatballs and sausage with tomato sauce, side of broccoli, side of spinach, and that was my meal every night for like 4 or 5 years. And finally, when I was trying to think about a brand, a concept to create for a restaurant, I said, you know, everybody loves that fucking rigatoni ragu. And the first thing they eat are the meatballs. What if I just did what I do for family meal every night, have a bowl of meatballs and sauce that I just sold out of a window for $5 with a stick of bread to all the drunk kids in the Lower East Side? Like, it sounds brilliant. Like, I play old school hip hop, sell meatballs in a bowl, open from 11 till 5 o'clock in the morning, and just, you know, do it.
What was it like when you took that paper down the first day for you?
There were 250 people online that wrapped halfway around the block. Wow. Yeah, when we opened up the doors. It was unbelievable.
When you're opening up your own restaurant, what were you not ready for that you when it happened, you thought, oh my God, okay.
You know, I think the hardest part for a lot of people is the people management. From my experience, obviously you have to have a great product, but the #1 most important piece of the puzzle, and I think this applies to most businesses, but specifically for the restaurant business because there's so many people you have to manage, your team is your absolute #1 most valuable asset. And if you treat them kindly, they will want to follow you.
What led to here? What led to Seamore's and that idea?
As a kid growing up in the city, on the weekends, I would go fishing in Freeport, Long Island. I fell in love with fishing. My dad was a fisherman. And I've just always had this passion for fishing. And I grew up catching blackfish and bluefish and porgy and striped bass and all the shit that you never see on menus anywhere ever, right? And I'm like, why? It's so weird. Like, this fish swims 100 miles away. It's delicious.
The freshest near here.
Freshest thing you can put on a plate in New York City. And nobody serves it. No one. Zero. And so I said, that's a problem, and I wanna highlight it, and I wanna see if I can do something about it. And what I found out while digging was that all those species of fish are highly abundant and incredibly sustainable and cost a fraction of what the tuna, salmon, halibut, cod, shrimp cost. And so I started designing this idea for Seamore's, and I said, you know, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna create a seafood concept and make it, you know, clean and airy and fresh and good feeling. And as my life was developing, so was my palate and so was the way I was eating. And seafood became my #1 protein. And so I started putting it together.
Tell me how you got the idea to do a bodybuilding competition.
I love challenges, just in everything. And so I'm gonna challenge myself every quarter to something new, something that I haven't done before. And I put that out on social media, and a friend of mine, this bodybuilder, her name is Kat, she reached out, she said, hey, you should train for this competition that I'm doing in April. And I was like, all right. And that's how it happens.
Really?
Just like that.
Like, what about fitness is so important to you in your life?
Discipline, man. Discipline, commitment, you know, doing what you say you're gonna do.
Awesome. Appreciate it, bro. That was great, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
All right, so it was a great day today, man. We came back over here to Dumbo in Brooklyn and get with my buddy Michael and just kind of chatted up with him, see what he's been up to and what's next on his docket. Thank you so much for being with me again, and we'll talk with you soon.